You're welcome to the Naija Filmmaker, a podcast about Nigerian filmmakers, their films, and how we can build a diverse and functional industry. I'm your host, Selegot. On this episode, my guest is Vanessa Ohaha. She's a fashion, beauty, and culture journalist. She has had bylines in publications such as Fashion Unfiltered, Sister Magazine Issue 18, and Industrie Africa. In this second part, we talk about the need for more content creation for children, the evolution of Nigerian reality TV, and local language cinema films. If you're a new listener, you're welcome and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so earlier you talked about, the film industry not really exploring children's cinema or children's movies. Movie is one thing, but then there's animation. Have you watched the first Nigerian animated film that is on Netflix?
Go around to doing so. I haven't gotten around to doing so, and I feel really bad.
Because you did not see.
I don't know.
You did not see your familiar faces inside.
Okay, I know. Let me not lie. I know. I was really focused on Moon Knight. Yeah. I've been watching Moon Knight. Moon Knight has been occupying my mental space. But Moon Knight is done. Yeah. But then Doctor Strange has premiered.
All right, Doctor Strange is probably just 3 hours, and then you have time.
No, but the thing about Doctor Strange is because I know Doctor Strange is going to melt my brain. I'm going to come home and start thinking about what this meant and doing deep dive videos and watching people try to explain. Because me, I don't all that nonsense of I got it in the cinema is a lie. Me, I didn't get it though. I used to come home and I watch videos of people explaining what it meant. Me, I'm an Olodo. So I'm smart in a bunch of other ways, but like all those little what this meant. I'm a huge comic stan, but I haven't read all the comics in the world. I didn't read all the Doctor Strange comics. So there's a lot about him I don't know. Yeah. So I'm sure I will be confused when I come back from the cinema. I would go down on a deep dive. But I want to watch the Lady Waiting and the Motley Crew.
Lady Buckets and the Monthly Mobstars.
Motley Waiting?
Mobstars.
Mobstars. So it's not even Motley Crew. See, I don't even know what to say. Lady Buckets and the Motley Mobstars. Bucket and mop. Do you know it just literally?
That's authentic Nigerian. You have seen bucket and mop in your house now.
It literally just clicked now. Are the characters actual buckets and mops?
I think they are in that form, yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'll watch it. How long is it?
I have no idea, but yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. I will watch it, I promise. Okay. I do want to watch more. I do want us to do more animated stuff.
Yeah.
I actually do want us to do more.
Yeah.
Judy's been choking me and I want to box them. I'm actually ready to fight. The guys who are supposed to be doing the Shango animation. They released that teaser a few years ago, be 2016 and 2017, release to teaser yet. Until today, I'll see projects yet.
I think the update on that is that they weren't able to raise enough money to do the feature.
I just knew they unmitigated circumstances, but because every time I go in, it wasn't like the animation was like the best animation in the world, but it felt really good. Because no one has really told like our stories of like our deities and our Ifa, Eledumare, you know?
Yeah.
Shango, Oida.
Otudua.
Amadioha self. Check it.
Alright, as we're doing Odudua and Amadioha, so a new type of cinema is like making a lot of money in cinemas right now, King of Thieves.
I never watch them.
You never watch them, but you've been seeing the numbers, you've been seeing the praise. What do you think about that? Like what that film would do for local language films in Nigeria?
Yeah, I'm excited. for the longest time, Yoru Nolly, Kannywood. What's the East
I
version of
think
it?
it's Asaba
Ah,
or Enugu. I'm not sure which one, but yeah.
I don't know what it's called. They've sort of been relegated to the fringes of
Yeah.
our industry.
Yeah.
And a lot of, I don't know about like Kannywood and the eastern part of Nigeria and like the movie industry there. But Yoru Nolly, they literally were the foundation of what is Nollywood now. Anybody that wants to argue with me, they should argue with their daddy. They literally are the foundation of what is Nollywood now.
The foundation.
No, for real. Because the tutors of theatre arts in all the prominent universities were all Yoru Nolly stage people. Even our stage, our playwrights, the people who wrote plays. Wole Soyinka o, kí lorúkọ bàbá yẹn that wrote The Gods Are Not To Me. Olarotimi o. All of them. Acting ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ in the Yoru Nolly field. It began in the Yoruba. Our movies, the movies that are legendary, even post Living in Bondage or prior, I don't know, were Yoruba films. We were Yoru Nolly was the foundation, and then mainstream Nollywood came and they relegated my guys to the fringes. Some of the most talented actors who could emote with their eyes were relegated to the fringes in Pussycat. And I genuinely feel they deserve it now. A film that is 90% in Yoruba, was it 90 or 100% in Yoruba?
A huge percentage.
And is now making big bucks in the cinemas. Yes. They said it couldn't be done, but they did it. And I hope more is done. I actually really like Kannywood.
So you'll be rooting for Kannywood to really like Kannywood. Respond with their own.
I'm waiting for Kannywood to pop up and give us which was what upset me about Amina. The Netflix Amina. And I'm not a tribalist. I'm not a I love people from all parts of Nigeria. I just felt like the director who directed Amina did Amina a disservice. He's an incredibly talented director, but he did Amina a disservice. Amina is more than folklore, you know?
Yeah.
Amina is history. And the fact that it wasn't a film done in Hausa was upsetting. The fact that there were inconsistencies with the accents and the pronunciation of Hausa names and words and locations and areas was upsetting. When there's a literal vibrant, well, I don't know how vibrant, but there is a teeming industry in the northern part of Nigeria with actors whose native language is Hausa, who can actually act and can take direction, who have an emotional attachment to this story.
Yeah,
Amina could have been Kings of Thieves, and they robbed me and Kannywood of that opportunity.
Yeah.
They robbed us of that, and I'm salty. Yeah. But I want more foreign language. I want more.
Yeah.
I want them to get all the money. And it was really smart what one who collaborated on it was, what's his name?
Femi and Femi Adebayo.
And he did. You know? Femi said, okay, money story, money, I want to do something. And while it's an acknowledgement of the fact that the industry that I'm a huge part of isn't necessarily what's going to get me these numbers in the cinemas. Yeah. I'm going to have to attach it to a production house and a director that's mainstream.
Yeah.
We're going to make this work. And it's doing beautiful numbers, and it's amazing to see. So if that's what the rest of other foreign language industries in Nigeria, well, not foreign language, indigenous language industries in Nigeria need to do, collaborate with more mainstream production houses just so they can get in the cinemas. Yes, because the audience wants it.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people in the North would want to go to a cinema and watch a film that is 90% in Hausa?
Yeah.
It would be amazing.
Yeah.
They will show up. You wouldn't be able to keep them away. They will show up. It's just what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so what is that Nigerian film that you always rewatch?
Ooh. Wait, though. I don't know.
Just remembered it.
I'm ashamed to say it.
No judgment here.
Because I do not agree with a lot of the sentiments of this film. You being entertaining.
I guess you can tell us why you keep rewatching it.
It's Heart of a Fighter.
Okay. Who starred in it?
Seen it?
I've never seen it.
Mercy Johnson, Ramsey Noah, this babe. Oh my days! Why am I forgetting her name? She's basically the queen of Iroko TV. She's not the Iroko TV founder, but her films are basically 90% on Iroko. But the main characters were Ramsey and Mercy Johnson. And Mercy Johnson was a terrorist in her village.
Yeah.
She used to box everybody. She was a fighter. She used to box everybody. And she was fighting this babe when she found out that the boyfriend that she's been in love with and she used to go and catch bushmeat for was cheating on her and was going to marry somebody else. See why I said I'm ashamed of myself. So she was boxing the girl. And then here strolls Ramsey Noah, and he's one of the princes in the village. And he too, he has hot temper. He used to fight too. So he decided to get Mercy Johnson, pull her off this girl. Mercy was not angry that he spoiled her fight. So she decided to fight him. He now boxed her eye. His father now said he must marry her for boxing her eye.
Yeah.
So they were fighting for like the first half of the movie. And then in the second half of the movie, they fell in love. I don't know how they fell in love, but they fell in love, Sha. It was a 2-part film.
Yeah.
Heart of a Fighter. I watch it on YouTube. I'm actually ashamed of myself. I'm actually ashamed of myself, but I rewatch Heart of a Fighter way too many times than I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
That's the one I rewatch. It's my comfort film. Kabikushi Kabiga. Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Hrithik Roshan, Kajol, Kareena Kapoor, all of them.
Yeah.
That's my comfort film. I don't care. I can watch it. I can guarantee that I've watched that film like 50 times.
Wow. This year?
Yeah.
This year?
Wow.
This
year. I'm not even joking.
50 is even a lot for one film.
Watch again. It's always on my Netflix watch again list. It's there. It's number one.
They should just remove everything from your profile and leave that one.
Yeah? Nah, it's my comfort film. But yeah.
Okay, so how do you think Nollywood or the Nigerian film industry is doing with reality TV?
Ooh, it's the new frontier. And I'm excited. I love reality TV. I love ratchet reality TV. I don't care. It's not even a guilty pleasure. I love it.
I mean, is there any other type of reality TV in Nigeria? All of it is.
I will fight you.
Okay, continue.
But but that's where I was going to, yeah. It's the new frontier. We've had like the um I've never been a Big Brother.
Okay.
Never. I don't watch it, and I
Hmm.
don't have any plans to. And it's not just Nigeria Big Brother, Big Brother everywhere. I don't like the premise of the show. I'm not particularly a fan. I'm not interested. So when I'm speaking on reality TV, don't enter Big Brother inside. We've had flatterings, right? Of like competition TV,
Yeah.
like Good Ultimate Search, Martina Dancer, I think Malta Guinness Street Dance,
Hmm.
that Ibrahim Silman won with his crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then there was splattering of shows like, do you remember the Amstel Malta acting one
Yeah.
that this guy won?
Is he Joseph Benjamin?
OC,
Okay, OC.
OC, OC
Okay.
UKJ one Amstel Malta acting one. I actually
Yeah.
really like
Box
that one.
office. Yeah.
We've had splashing of like competition shows like that where people win money. I like that kind of reality TV shows. We could do better, but we seem to have like a nice handle on like shows like that. So I don't have a problem. I've liked those ones, except Big Brother, because I feel like they're just dashing people money. But um, reality TV shows like we had, which people did one that's not before Tiana did her one on Ebony Live TV. I knew there was one before that one.
Is it
Can't
featuring
remember.
your Big Brother people?
No, no, no. Mm-mm. Like of celebrities, they'll do like a special.
Yeah.
But they'll do specials. It won't be like a deep dive into somebody's life completely, but like they'll do specials. Like I don't know, I think it was Stephanie Okereke that is now Stephanie Linus. I think there was a special on her wedding in Scotland, and I remember watching that wedding. I was like, yeah, see wedding. But like they would do little splattering of shows like that. And then there was Tiana, Toyin Lawa. I think her reality show was called Tiana Palace on Ebony Live TV. Then Ebony Live also did this one with Stephanie. Another Stephanie, Stephanie that is a host. Is a host, Stephanie. Tony British accent.
Are you sure her name is Stephanie?
And like a few other girls. Also on Ebony Live TV. Then Red TV did one with a few girls like this when they were friends and like they were
they traveled to some African countries.
Exactly. Yeah. That one. I've watched TV. It's not good.
Uh-huh.
But now we have Real Housewives of Lagos.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Why do you like it?
Because I'm a fan of the Real Housewives franchise. Yeah. I love me a good housewife. And I'm actually enjoying it. And I'm not even ashamed to say it. I'm actually really liking it.
Is it about the drama or
nice.
having a look into their lives?
No, you see, that's the thing. I've been tussling, not too much, but I've been tussling with people because South Africans, man, they can always enter our matter like nothing else. South Africans have been coming and on the tag and they're like, where's the drama? They expected more dramas from Nigerians and everything. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we're literally on episode 4. Where do people want the drama to come from? These women don't know each other. They're just literally meeting, like only Toyin Lawa and Yabo Ojo know each other like that. Like the rest of them don't really know each other. You don't just expect people to meet each other, but fight. Yeah. It's not like that. Okay,
how many episodes are there supposed to be?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm just watching it as it pops up. I think the reason why I like it is because I already made up my mind to like it.
That's
Mainly
weird.
because of the people behind it.
Yeah.
Daria Talade is one of the producers. Abimbola Craig from Ndani is also one of the producers. I just felt like they wouldn't fall our hand. And they haven't yet. I love Yabo Ojo on this. I honestly feel like she's the star of this. And she deserves to be the star. Because she's a star in her own right, housewife or not. But Yabo Ojo is the realest person you can find. I don't know if it comes with being a Yoruba woman of a certain age. She just doesn't care. Like in episode 4, there was a dinner party with this babe Choma, pretty cool babe, and I think they were eating like Chinese or whatever, and like they were chopsticks, and apparently everyone on the table knew how to use chopsticks except Yabo Ojo, and Yabo was like, she just, I mean, I don't know how to use the chopsticks. And it wasn't a thing of like, I'm being self-deprecating. It was a fact. I don't know how to use chopsticks. I would rather use the fork and knife. And she was like, and then she said, oh, except one of you wants to teach me how to use the chopsticks. And in like 5 minutes, they showed her how to position her fingers. And Yabo Ojo was using chopsticks. In like 5 minutes, I'm like, that's what I want to watch. Like, I'm not necessarily here for the fighting. I mean, it's nice, but like, but I'm not here for the fighting. I actually want to see these women's personality. I'm genuinely enjoying watching Yabo Ojo, even in like her confessional, and she's talking, and like in the most random way, like the way regular Nigerian would talk. She just breaks into Yoruba, and like there's subtitles at the bottom of it, and I'm like, yes. Everybody, it's not all this French English, which is my problem. And I like French English. Let me not lie you.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Mama, once in a while, give them a little French English, of course. But how Nigerian can you be if you don't? Sorrow. I just genuinely enjoy watching her and Toyin Lawa on Real Housewives. Because they don't care. This is not we're trying to put up appearances because we're on TV.
Yeah.
Good TV. And I hope we do more reality shows like that. And it's not scripted. Because that's what was missing with a lot of like the reality TV show. Everybody was trying to like create drama and like create a moment. And moments don't happen like that on reality TV show. Moments just happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited for reality TV in Nigeria.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you've already mentioned it, but what are your hopes for Nollywood?
What's my hope for Nollywood?
Yeah.
More film. Oh God, no, let me not say that. Series.
Okay. Any type of series? I mean, you have
like TV.
There's some series. Just do you want to specify? There are already some types of series.
I actually will fight you. I really like what African Magic original TV series does. I just feel like 260 episodes is long. And this is coming from someone who loves them.
Yeah.
I watched Hush. I watched Battleground. I think I caught like the beginning of I caught like the beginning of Unbroken, and I just didn't. I think that's the difference. Because of the 260 episodes, if I'm not into it, if the show doesn't suck me in the first 10 to 15 episodes, I don't watch the rest of the season, because I can't be in for it for a whole 260 episodes for a show that I'm not really into. Impossible. It's just not possible. I liked Hush. I watched the whole 260 episodes of Hush. I watched the whole 260 episodes of Battleground, the first season and the second season. I caught a bit of Jemeji. I didn't get into it for whatever reason. I watched Ajoche. I caught Ajoche. What was going on simultaneously as Ajoche? Funny enough, I didn't get into Halita, which is weird. A lot of people love Halita, and like the follow-up with Shanties. I didn't get into Halita. I didn't like it, so I didn't watch it.
I wanted to tell you that there's time to get
I
into it.
don't know. I didn't really connect emotionally. It didn't really speak to me. I watched Rihanna. I watched Enake. I tried her, but I hate to say because Uzamaka is on it. And I literally wanted to get into it because she was in it. I just couldn't. The newer ones, the AM Venge and what's the other one? Venge and
Is it Movement Japan or something like that? There's that one.
no, I didn't even watch Movement Japan, even though The Love of My Life is on there. But Venge and there's a second one. It's also Movement Japan is not 260 episodes. I'm talking of the 260 episode.
Dilemma.
The Venge is the one with Uzo Amaka and
Dilemma.
I watched the first 12 episodes of both. And Venge almost got me, and I just got really pissed off by a bunch of stuff that was happening. I was like, nah, I can't do this for 260 episodes. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Dilemma was just annoying. I liked the premise of Dilemma because it was literally the first half of the show was set in like the 90s.
Yeah.
And I liked the set design was like 90s Nollywood, living rooms and like Bob Manuel Udoku, Sean George. It felt really good to see them, and then they lost me, and then they now fast forwarded into the present. I was like, I don't like why people fast forwarding into the present. Kilo Fagbogbo rubbish. Keep it in the 90s. We enjoyed it. And then they fast forward to the 90s, and I'm like, to the 2000s and our current era, and I'm seeing wig and makeup. I'm like, Nitori, why? They lost me. I didn't like it. But I want more TV series. I want our TV industry to be as prolific as our film industry. Mainly because films, TV series like the African Magic ones are probably the only ones that are given an opportunity to like undiscovered actors and actresses. Rihanna and Ajoche, they use a lot of like people who are like in theater, like for their period TV series, which I really like because like the theater guys are amazing. But like you see relatively unknown Nollywood actors and actresses on these TV shows, and they're killing it. The acting, honestly, let me not even lie. Those African Magic TV series, the level of the acting, sometimes better than the things in cinema. They genuinely sometimes better than this stuff we see in the cinema, the acting.
Yeah.
And they're giving an opportunity to these undiscovered guys. And that's what I think I want for our TV like industry, for the TV arm of like our industry. I want more TV series. And maybe if that's the only way they can give these undiscovered guys a shot, and then maybe they can transition into like film.
Yeah.
But like I want more series, just not 260 episodes long.
Okay.
leave that to African Magic.
We have heard you. All right. Okay. So, what's that one thing you think the industry should focus on improving, so that these things you want to happen, this collaboration, this not 260 episode TV series. Yeah. So what's that one thing, top priority that you think the industry should focus on?
Diversity in the stories that are being told. I love a good young girl living in Lagos meets young boy, they fall in love or friends love. I really love that. I love, but I want a diversity in the stories that are being told because we have a huge bank of stories to be told. And I mean, it's happening now, which is why I'm putting that top priority because it's not far-fetched. They can do it. It's slowly but surely it's happening. With stories like King of Boys and Swallow.
Yeah.
swallow, citation, we're talking about the story, not the execution. But the diversity in the stories that are being told, it's not far-fetched. It can happen because it's beginning to happen. So that's top priority for me.
You know, there are films that are kind of international and they appeal to people across the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, I mean, is there a way for us to tell authentic stories that kind of are a bit more open to the international market? Or what do you think is the hack in that? Should we just tell the core of our authentic stories and the world will catch on, or we need to, you know, make some tweaks? Because again, the industry is a game of numbers. We want to win. I mean, we're hustling for Oscars and more money and all that, you know.
Oscar be damned, man. Nobody
the numbers are out there.
A film that did that was Wedding Party, the first one.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it was a perfect film.
Yeah.
But it did that. It told a story that was intrinsically Nigerian. And it was relatable for the international audience because everyone has weddings. And everyone has family drama. I mean, My Big Fat Greek Wedding was successful for that exact reason. It was a completely different culture, but the running thread was something that was relatable to everyone, anyone. Because if you have a huge family, there's going to be drama when that family is having a wedding.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. You know? Stories like that are important so that all the other stories that are very Nigerian can then be viewed. So films like The Wedding Party are like the taster.
Yeah.
You know? You taste it, I like how this tastes too. Let me check this industry. What more do they have to offer? And like it's like an entryway. It's like the gateway drug.
Yeah. But can you pinpoint that thing that made it work for the international audience? Okay, yeah.
It's everybody has appeal.
Worked. Yeah.
It's the human appeal. It's the thing that isn't very different wherever you're from. You know, as much as there are different lived experiences everywhere in the world, there are certain things that are shared human experiences. You know? Weddings, deaths, marriage. What else is a shared human experience? My brain is breathing.
This wedding and marriage is strong. 2 in 1.
Right? What else is shared? But like, I want us to explore death. And it can be done lightheartedly. Take, for instance, the South African the mini series, the limited series that they've been doing at every Christmas, you know. The first one was the wedding.
How to
ruin Christmas.
Yeah.
The first one was the wedding. The second one was the funeral. The reason why it's so successful is because it's a shared human experience.
Yeah.
A wedding and a funeral.
All that is different is just the South African context to that.
That's all that's different.
Yeah.
It's the context. That's all that's different. Is that it's the South African context. That's all that's different. The center of it all is a shared human experience. I think that's the thing that would help with like drawing in the international audience, is telling stories from a Nigerian context, which is the thing about it feeling familiar to Nigerians. Yes. But like the root of it, the center of it, is a shared human experience.
Yeah.
That every human at some point experienced. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
sounded smart.
the audience will judge.
Because I feel like I've been rambling a lot today, and it's like, hey, God.
Yeah. So how can people keep up with your fashion?
Oh God, don't keep up with me. Please don't keep up with me. I beg of you.
I want to keep up with you. You're Twitter famous, right?
Hey, I don't even want. I'm telling you, I had a taste of fame and I said never again. Ha! You people are trying, no. You people are trying. People that used to go viral every week. You people do not tell me that this is how it is. Sele.
Did it reach for you to deactivate your account?
I had to go private. Even upon the private, people were still sending DMs. Money haba. Lori one statement. Professional comedians say I want to rid them of their livelihood. I was like, what? Little me. I never even give myself livelihood. I want to rid somebody of their livelihood.
Yeah.
Please, don't follow me. Please, don't keep up with me. I don't want fame. I don't want to be known. I just want to be in my little corner, which is why I've been struggling. Like, because I'm a creative and I want to make stuff, and like I want to talk about films like this, but from like a perspective of someone who's like a fashion person and like loves music and loves the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm terrified. It's not like I feel like my podcast or whatever I'm going to say is going to go viral, but what if it does? I genuinely don't want it. This thing started with 10 people.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, me and my 5 followers, and then 10 people. I was like, why is this thing picking up? I closed my eye, came back 1 hour, 16K likes. Monique Kilo Day. Over 30-something thousand. People were bashing, they were killing me in the quotes.
Yeah.
I was like, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. It has to be somebody else's tweet. It can't be my own. I wish I'd had the foresight that this was going to happen. As soon as those 10 people liked it, I should have deleted that tweet.
Yeah.
And saved myself a headache for the rest of the week. I made it to the shade room. Do you know how terrifying? And I think that was what now. I'm telling you, that's what exacerbated everything.
Yeah.
Because it left Twitter, made it to the shade room, and all the vicious people from Instagram and the shade room comment section now found me on. I was like, haba. Small fear of God they don't have.
So you have tasted enough fame and you're okay with the one you have now.
Enough. I don't want anymore. Even that's why lately I've been keeping my mouth quiet about Nollywood project.
So you actually have some hot takes that you're bearing.
Before that, my hot takes are reserved specifically for the Nollywood Film Club. When the space is finished, I close my eyes, Gabadaya, and I go and sleep. Yeah. I'm not doing again. Before they will come for me and my family and be disturbing my life on top of an opinion that I had. Please, I don't have any opinions anymore. I don't want it. I genuinely don't want it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Vanessa, for coming on the Naija Filmmaker.
You're welcome, Sele.
All right. Thank you. We have come to the end of this episode. Remember to rate and review the podcast. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Selego Film, and the podcast at the Naija Film Pod to share your feedback. You can now support the podcast by visiting the website to donate. See you on the next episode. Have a good one.